Hey, Fabino here to tell you Divisionaries suck, and that Smiggy Balls is way better.
What's up? It's me. This is my first official video, I guess. I'm working on like a kind of like a reviewy kind of video essay that got hard to make. So just so that I can post something, this is a tier list video of all the Beatles albums, and this is my opinion. So go eat a brick if you disagree with me. All right, so I guess let's start off with their first album, which is Meet the Beatles. Now, I have this in original pressing. I got it for $5 from some chump. So, yeah, no, I like this album. I'm not the biggest fan of their earlier work. I like it when they start getting more trippy, and like when they get closer to the late 60s, I think that's their peak. But I'll rank this, but it does have one of my favorite songs on it. I guess I'll rank it B. Yeah, I'll rank it B. Alright, now we have Please Please Me. Now, this is a classic, Beatles album. Like, this is, like, as Beatles as you can get, and it has a lot of their well-known songs. But I'm not the biggest fan, I don't think it's their worst, but I don't think it's their best either. I think it's an okay album. I don't know. I'd like to own it, though. Whoa. Put it in C. Sorry. Alright, this next album is their first movie tie-in album called A Hard Day's Night. I have not seen the movie, but this album, Hard Day's Night, I've listened to it like once or twice. Again, their earlier stuff is not my favorite, but this has a lot of the songs I really like on it. So I'm going to rank it with the first one. Help. This is their second movie tie-in movie. I like this one more than the one I just ranked, and I've seen the movie, and it is hilarious. There's a scene where Ringo creates a snowman dog and then punches it. She's got a ticket to It's really funny. Yeah, I'll rank it this right here. Yeah. I think I'll move A Hard Day's Night down. Okay. Beatles for Sale. This is when they started getting a voice of their own, But, it doesn't have, like, the best of their stuff. Most of the songs on here are pretty forgettable, in my opinion. But, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to put it in B tier. Now, this one, Rubber Soul. That's where stuff started happening. Putting it in there. They have Norwegian Wood on there. Fantastic album. Revolver. This is my favorite Beatles album. But there's a different version. There's an American version and there's a British version, just like most of these albums do, but this album in particular has the worst difference between it, and that's the big difference between this and the British version is that the British version has I'm Only Sleeping. The American one doesn't. That really bugs me. So I think I'm going to move it down because I like consistency, you know. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Now this is A tier. I mean S tier. It's really where they came into their own, you know. I think that some of their best work is on that album, and you know, I think, you know, just the album cover is classic, you know, everything about it is just really fantastic. It's a musical listening experience, you know. I mean, I think almost all of their best songs are on there. Magical Mystery Tour is like a sequel to Sgt. Pepper's, but it's not as good. It has some good songs like, you know, I'm the Walrus and whatnot, but it's not the best. Next thing we have is the self-titled The Beatles, aka the White Album. Now this is their, from what I know, this is their first double, and it's S tier, no doubt. And I can listen to the whole thing over and over and over again, no problem. There's only one song that's skippable on there, that's Revolution 9, but all the songs that are on there are pretty much like some of their, you know, classics. I mean, you can never go wrong with it. Next up we have Abbey Road. This is their best album. It's not my favorite, but it's their best. Halfway through the album, on side B, all the songs connect. Like, it's like one after another. You know, a lot of work goes into that, and I appreciate it. And there's a secret hidden song on it, and I'm a big sucker for that. And yeah, you know, I think it's one of their best albums. And you know, it's like the album cover is overplayed. I don't care. And then after that we have Let It Be. Now, Let It Be has one of my favorite songs on it, Don't Let Me Down, but it's not their best work. You know, it's not as imaginative as Sgt. Pepper's or Abbey Road. It's a good album, but I think it's very raw, you know, and I like it. I don't think it's their best work. And, you know, technically this is their last released album, but Abbey Road was technically their last album, because they worked on Abbey Road last. Let It Be was their last release. So, you know, technically this shouldn't be the last Beatles album. I whatever, I don't care. You know, let me see. Yeah, I think I agree with this ranking. I was thinking of doing a Nirvana album tier list, but there's only like 3 Nirvana albums. So I guess tell me what tier list you want next, because I want to make a bunch of these tier list videos. I think they're fun, they're easy. Yeah, tell me what your thoughts are. I want feedback, you know. It's late, I'm tired, I don't care, whatever. Tell me what you want next, because, yeah. Subscribe, I guess.
Subscribe to Garrett 641 or I'll destroy the bathroom and food for less.